game, son. This joint right here, Tyson's punch out.
Yeah, you damn right, get it right, lay him out like I am Mike. Brooklyn representing, and you know that's right. Bitch, y'all niggas getting punched out. Find drinks at the bar, you getting punched out. Put your hands in the air, you getting punched out. Everybody everywhere, you getting punched out. What you say? You keep it thorough, your ass will get knocked out. Your name is trouble, your ass will get knocked out. You keep it gully, right? Your ass will get knocked out. Your boys up in the side, your ass will get knocked out.
Welcome back, Dungeon Nation, to the 17th episode of The Dungeon with Amillieo. I'm your boy Amillieo, of course, in the flesh, and I am here back again with Crystal, coming straight from the Boondocks to bless y'all again with her presence on our channel. What's going on?
Rain.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. What you think about the channel so far?
I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what to expect initially when you were telling me about what you were doing, but seeing everything, Diddy Von Cube was really interesting. It was a good episode.
There's some shots thrown at you too.
That's where I was just about to go. The unnecessary hate from other people. We won't even
say their names.
No, we're not blessing. We're not blessing anyone.
Absolutely. But yeah.
But it was good. It was so good.
Yes, a lot of people love that episode. It's like the number 2 best episode after mine, of course, with the Optimus Prime. But yours up there, number 2. Then you got
mine.
Yes, she was. So I thank you for coming on my channel and blessing us with your knowledge of Voltron and everything like that. I appreciate
Final
it.
Fantasy.
And Final Fantasy, absolutely. But Voltron, you schooled me on that one. But that's another story. But anyway, so today we are going to talk about, which I did not want to talk about, but Crystal called me one day and said, you know what, we should do Avatar. So I got all excited, like Avatar, then she actually talking about the doggone game in the movie. And I was like, okay, because Avatar, if you know anything about Avatar, you know that this is like the #1 movie ever sold. I don't think Endgame beat them. I think they still hold the #1 spot. That Avatar, the movie. We want to talk about the movie and the video game. Now, they made a couple of video games that came out before the movie, and it was on the Nintendo Wii, the PSP. It was some on what do you call it? The phones, some phone games, and also it was the Xbox and the Xbox 360 and the PS3. But before we go into that, we're going to drink something that I have bought this for her, that we're going to take a drink of. This is, what is this? Tell them what this is.
It's Empress 1908.
Yes.
Gin. Purple gin.
All she drink is gin. Gin and juice. I swear this is like the female Snoop Dogg over here, man.
Gin and juice. Gin and tonic. Gin and tonic.
That's it. So we're going to drink this. This is going to be our drink for today. But before we go into drinking, I'm going to take a shot. She usually don't take shots because she got a long way home or whatever like that, whatever. But we're going to take a shot of this. But before even we go into drinking our gin and juice, we're going to go into my retro toy for today. You know what my retro toy is going to be?
No, I'm afraid.
Any idea? Why are you afraid? You think I'll do that to you?
Yes.
Now I'm going to let you drink. I want to let you drink out of my Decepticon.
Yay!
Decepticon.
Yay!
Yes. What? Decepticon cup. I'm going to pour this. You got a chaser because she's not going to drink. Tell me when to stop.
That's good.
Okay. And you
Look
can
at
pour
that.
the chaser. Relax. I'm going to drink out of my Butters. Hold on, my Butters glass. You can get the chaser.
That's a lot.
No, it's a little bit. It's not that bad. It's all good. Well, I'm going to take a shot though, but that's another story. But I mean, are you sure you good?
I'm good.
Are you excited to do this?
Yep.
Now we have different opinions about Avatar. I actually hate Avatar. She loves it. As you see, she wore blue today just to be an Avatar. She went too far. But
it's retro. This is my retro, super vintage.
Yes, that alligator the alligator does look kind of vintage and retro.
It's very.
That is, they don't make Lacoste like that
It's
no
like
more.
30 years old.
Yes. But so as you taught me, as I told everybody come to the show, look me in the eye. Cheers.
Salute.
Right? Salute. That's right. Now, real quick, before we go into Avatar, my retro toy for today. And I really want to get your idea what you think about this. Is the 2001 Oreo Barbie. You know about this?
No.
Have you ever seen this before?
Never.
Are you offended by seeing this? What do you feel about that?
First of all, why do we have a Barbie?
All right, that's first thing first. This is not my first Barbie. I also have a Batman Barbie.
Oh,
Okay,
I want to see that.
Batman. Okay, yes. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Oreo Barbie. This came out in 2001. Can you imagine they releasing something like this now? This day and age?
People would be talking about this in Japan. They
They
be talking about it.
They saying this
Germany.
is racist. They saying this is racist. Why you have
Totally.
to have an Oreo Barbie?
And then why her hair look like that?
Yes, that is crazy. So 2001, then when they realized they messed up, they took it off the market and said, "Hold, we up." So yes, the Oreo Barbie. But the funny thing is, they also had the Oreo Barbie that was like a light skinned or white one, but it was a plain like vanilla Oreo Barbie. They did that too, but everybody got a lot of slack for this one. Very hilarious. But this is my retro toy, 2001.
Wow.
Very hard to get this toy. And yes, I have Barbies. Okay, don't be blowing me up like that. Don't do that. I don't have it. But yes, that's the retro toy for today. Now, Avatar, the movie. You remember what year it came out?
2009.
Okay, you only. All right, that's cool. All right, what can you tell the people about the movie?
First of all, so I'm pretty sure I saw the movie in the theater and I found it to be mesmerizing. I thought,
Well, I seen it in the movie theaters with Ralph. Me and Ralph, shout out to Ralph Lewis. We went to go see that in the movies together.
2 a.m. crew.
Yes, absolutely. But tell them what the plot is about. Tell them what the movie is about. I understand you said
All right.
everybody, like, I'm part of the percent of America that feel like, well, the world that feel like that the movie sucks. But people like yourself and probably most of the world believe that it was just a groundbreaking, awesome.
It was groundbreaking.
How? How so?
It was groundbreaking in, first of all, the production of it.
Okay.
Everything that was required to generate all that CGI.
Okay.
There were more than one message embedded in it.
No, the main message was that us Americans suck. And the blue and the Navi, the people of the Navi, that's the name of the culture of the group, the blue people, whatever we call the Navi. They're like the Native Americans. No, they did say blue monkey. They called them blue monkeys.
Yes,
in
they
it,
do.
though.
Yes, they do.
But they represent the Native Americans. Can we agree to that?
I think they're just they're representative Aboriginals around the globe.
No, Native Americans. They did the all that stuff with the bow and arrows, everything, tribes and this and that was Native American stuff. And we came over and took over it was it's no such thing as an ex-Marine. They were Marine guys that on the earth, there was Marines. But this company, I don't know his name of the company because I haven't seen it in a while. He hired these guys to go onto Pandora, which is the place that they was at,
To
correct?
steal their unobtainium.
Yes. Oh, excuse me. A expensive ass rock. I was going to say the expensive rock, but yes, that is the word. That is what the type of material it is. And they had this guy named Tony. He was a scientist. His twin brother. Another guy named Luke. Luke was the loser brother that was in a wheelchair. Huh?
Jake.
Luke. No, Jake. Yes.
Jake.
I'm sorry. Luke. Jake. It's the thing.
Him.
Yes.
Him.
Yes. Jake is his name. Luke. Jake. Same thing. Anyway, he's in the wheelchair and everything.
American.
Yes, American. Yeah. But the brother died out scientist and they have an avatar for him. So luckily, the brothers are twin and they got the same genetics and they could use the brother to use the avatar because they was in a bond. So what they've been doing was using these people, the scientists, to interact and to make friends with the Navi so they could get them to negotiate so they could take their rocks and make all this money and this, that, and third. Now, you know about the scientist's name? You know their names, the scientists?
Ooh, but
you remember
Grace Sigourney Weaver, yeah.
Yes, whatever. Yes. So Grace was one of the people that's really into, making friends, making peace.
Yes, she's the one that discovered that the unobtainium, like the real jewel of Pandora was more than just the rock.
It was a spirit. It was the trees. It was life. It was like their ancestors all up in that big tree that they used to have an orgy under. The orgy tree, I want to call it. Was that not? Wasn't it like
Awa?
Awa, yes, the Awa orgy tree.
No.
You don't.
It's not an orgy. So when in the scene where multiple scenes. Okay, no, the very first scene where you really get to hear and experience Awa, it's Jack. And I forgot her. Natiri.
Okay.
And
Jake or Jack?
Jake.
Okay, so I've seen that this mess with you too. Okay, got it. But go ahead.
Jake and Nateri, and you hear women voices, you hear male voices, you hear children.
And then they put their little hair penis, or vagina, as you want to call it, into like the tree. Are they connected to animals and stuff, right? And they become. Why give me that look for? That's what it was. That's how they had sex. They take it together and they come together and they come one with each other. That's not how it went in the movie. What?
That's not how they had sex.
What is that?
It's a connection. You're connected, so you feel everything. That's not necessary.
That's what they did.
No, that's not how that's not how they had sex.
So anyway, the funny thing is they call them dreamwalkers. The Navy call them dreamwalkers, and they be like, yo, yeah, the dreamwalker, we don't trust y'all. They know that there's something wrong with them or whatever like that, but somehow the chief, the father of the female character, what's her name is what again?
What?
The female character, the avatar?
Nateri.
Nateri father allows him to come into their tribe and get trained and prove himself to be a warrior. So she trains him, and this and third. The brother don't like him, a whole bunch of nonsense.
That wasn't her brother.
Who was that?
I'm not sure.
They all brothers and sisters in that thing. It's all crazy.
I'm not sure exactly how he's related to Nateri, but that's not her brother.
Okay.
They're destined to become a mated pair. He was destined to become the new leader of the tribe.
Because he was chosen because she was going to kill him, and then something happened where like these bugs flew on him, and he was like the chosen one. Remember?
Those were the seeds of Awa bugs.
Okay, the semen of Awa. But it was a whole big sexual thing I saw in there. It was a lot of messages in there. Yes, absolutely.
And but these are the messages.
Yes.
How very American of you.
Yes.
Those simplistic messages are the only ones that
assholes.
Resonated, not the real visceral things that matter.
Anyway, he gains their trust. He becomes a warrior. He becomes a warrior and stuff. And I want to share this with y'all.
Patriotism.
All right, this is a thing I have. You know what this is called? What
Turok.
A what?
No, that's not Turok.
This is what are
the big one. Isn't this the big one?
What's the species name? This is from Avatar.
Oh, I don't remember. It had too many syllables.
Yes. Okay, whatever like that. So this is how they connect. They take their little hair penis, right, thing, and they put it.
Saying that.
Okay. You get offended. And they put it in this thing, right? And when you put it in the thing, he make this noise. Are you kidding me? You see this? This is my little Avatar thing right here. This is from Avatar. This is the main thing the chosen one rode once they went to battle. It's not important. At the end of the day, this is my animal. We're not connected with it, okay? Now, don't say how I connected with it, but I did connect with it. So this is like the main things that they rode in Avatar when they went to war and stuff. Now I do like the Colonel. The Colonel was badass.
The Colonel is the major asshole in the whole movie. It's the Colonel is who represents what's all bad about America.
Let me share this with you, right? The person that's horrible in that movie is the Colonel. Jake.
Jake is also horrible.
Jake is horrible. I don't care.
Jake is horrible.
He made a deal to get his legs back with the Colonel, and then he reneged on him.
He reneged on him. But yes. I will not dispute that.
You know what? At least you know where the Colonel was coming.
At the end of the day, what did Jake made the proper choice?
No, he made the best choice. He backstabbed America. That's what he did. And he fell in love. And then they wound up turning.
He fell in love and he got connected to the forest.
They put their penis together in vagina.
He said, I fell in love with the forest first before I fell in love with her. He said, I fell in love with the forest.
That's a lie. That's what men always say to try to get it. I mean, come on. That's a lie. He fell in love with her first. That's what happened. So that's what the movie is about. At the end of the day, when the Colonel shot Grace and then she died, they had a funeral for her up under the tree. And
she became one with Awa.
She became one with Awa, yes. So she might be in this next one.
She's probably going to be in the next one.
She might be in part 2. It's like 20 years now. It's like almost over a decade later, and they actually doing a part 2 of this thing. And I'm not looking forward to it, but you are. Yes, she is. And like a lot of other people are looking forward to it. But that's the movie in a nutshell. Now, the games is all the way left. First thing first, the one, because they all have the same cover. It's called, as you see the game right here, I have it. It's called Avatar the Game. Now, only on one, I think it was the phone Android game, it was called Avatar the Movie. Like the movie was called. It's called Avatar, whatever like that. But this one have nothing to do with the characters of the movie. Jake is not in it. The Colonel, nobody. It's all new characters in this one. All right, this came out 2009. This came out before the movie dropped, Avatar, and as you see it on the screen.
It came out before the movie dropped?
Yes.
Oh.
which was crazy because your expectations fell away.
Yeah.
And then when you play the game and then you see the movie, it's like,
who the hell is this?
Yes. Now, they all had the same cover. The one for Nintendo Wii was different. It was like the PSP. It was more like a Metal Gear Solid game where it was a stealth. Like you had to sneak around and do stuff to beat, to stop the humans and stuff like that. And you play as the Navi in the PSP and the Nintendo Wii ones that you see on the screen. Now, you had the mobile ones, which I'm not going to get into it like that because, like I said, mobile games, whatever, they kind of suck. But it was some decent ones, especially the one that was the Avatar, the movie that went after actually Jake and them was in the movie. Now, you had the one on DS, which is a Zelda clone, which was an overhead game, as you also see in the screen. And you see that they're walking around and doing all these missions and all this other nonsense, but it's overhead, whatever like that. But the main one they put their money into was this one on the screen, the one that was on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Holy this game sucks. You have two choices. Now in this game, I know you never played the game,
I didn't play the game.
But it's all good. But I know you rock with the movie Hard Body. So, by the end of the day, you got to play this game before, you die in life or whatever. Because this game, you need to play it since you're a big Avatar person. But in this game, it's third-person shooter. You know what a third-person shooter is, right? So third-person shooter, and you can either be the Marines or the Navi. Which one would you pick?
I picked the Navi.
Of course, everybody would. You know what I'm saying? If you want to pick the Marines, you're an asshole. You might as well vote for Hitler himself because that's just word of straight up domination. You're evil. But the funny thing is, I had more fun playing as Marines than the Navi because the Marines got a whole bunch of guns and everything like that, as you see in the game footage. Shout out to me and Nichabon. But when you play as the Navi, they suck. They like they could move around nice and smooth and swift and all that stuff, but they're like a walking target. They get hit very easily. It's some kind of, you could like level up and point system and stuff like that where you could get better weapons. It's like Final Fantasy.
Wait a minute, so they get hit very easily,
yes,
but in the movie, it's very hard to kill them.
Yeah, because that's the movie.
Their bones are reinforced.
Yeah, but they died.
Yes.
When that big tree came and bulldozed their asses, a lot of them died. And when they shot that tear gas and the colonel came in and said, listen, see, I like the colonel because you know where he was coming from. He didn't switch up. He didn't change. He stuck to the script. And I like a guy like that.
But you like a guy like that, but so you like Hitler too.
No, see, she's going far with it. We're not saying that. Listen, at the end of the day, you know where he's come from. At least I would know where the guy's come from so I could not like him and this, that, and the third. Okay. But what he was doing it for, he had a job to do. He knew what his mission was, and he was doing it no matter what. I respect it. Those people
you gonna kill any and everything.
So are you a vegetarian? Are you vegan?
No.
All right then. So you kill innocent animals. These people was considered the animals to him. So he didn't feel that it was human. He like, listen, y'all gotta get up out of here. So that's it. I mean, I get it. They're not human. They're a different species. None of the animals in this movie was cute. All of them was dangerous looking. All of them was horrible. From the elephant stuff, they had one rhino that looked like a hammerhead shark. Like, are you kidding me? It was dangerous in there. Anyway, back to the game. So, not a fun game. It's not bad, but it's not good. It's something that you could like, whatever. But the play of the Marines is much easier than play with the Navi, So, what?
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
No. So, like I say, if you want to play this game, I challenge you to play as Marines. Don't feel like, oh, yeah, I'm evil while I play them. No, it's more fun because you got a lot of firepower, a lot of guns.
A lot of firepower to shoot who?
The Navi, of course. Oh, everybody gets it. The kids, everybody in there. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's the whole concept of Avatar. I'm not a big fan of this. I have actually had the movie on DVD because I refuse to buy it on Blu-ray or high def or 3D because this actually was a 3D movie when it came out. Remember, it was a big thing. I was on a line with Ralph to go see this movie, and I was so disappointed. This is like if the Matrix.
But what was disappointing about it?
Huh?
What was disappointing about it? You don't really talk about what you
because it was just so corny.
Like.
Jake was a corny character. His attitude, he was a loser. He was a cornball. He let his hair grow because he wanted to kill himself. He was a loser. He wound up stabbing the people he was with in the back for love because he connected with somebody. I'm not going to say what I said before because I want you to get offended, but I just didn't like it. The humor, it was horrible. The worst part I hate about the Colonel is when he had a robot mech he was controlling, and he pulled out a robot knife. How you gonna pull up a robot knife on a mech? That was the most stupidest thing ever.
He was corny, so.
But what do you give the movie on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10.
A 10?
Yep.
Is it the greatest movie that you ever seen? I guess not, because she's taking too long.
I'm trying to think of...
I do not like this movie. I'm not looking forward to this movie. I think that you know, that they should just leave it where it is. They keep want to bring stuff back. Leave this movie where it is. At its time, like, you ever went to Disney and went to the Avatar ride?
I haven't been to Disney in
that is amazing.
a long time.
That looks nice. You should go in there, you see the Navi and stuff. That's dope. But leave the movie alone, in my opinion. Any final words you want to tell the people? Oh, this
Avatar is amazing.
Okay.
Retro Amillieo is clearly mean.
No.
And a Marine.
No.
Ex-Marine.
No such thing as ex-Marines.
No, right. Yeah, that's true. There is no such thing as ex-Marine.
Okay. I'm connected with my thing.
Ex-Marine Navi killing Amillieo.
No, not true. Listen.
That you just said. You play and aim at the Navi.
On a game, though.
On the game.
It just, like I said, the movie made us like assholes. That's it. Like assholes. Like America, we came in and we destroyed you know, the Native American. That's the way it felt like. I'm like, I don't think I should be liking this. You know, I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. You know, I don't like it.
But it's shining a light on these topics.
I get it. They ain't need to have, when he woke up and he got his legs back, you know,
he didn't get his legs back.
When he was the Avatar, he did.
Well, yeah.
He would have got his leg back and he would have went with the mission with the Colonel. But
but he gave that up.
All right.
He didn't care about that.
All right, regular whatever stuff. So, like I said, that is our review of Avatar the movie and also the video games. Like I said, they made a bunch of them, and you know, it's not worth.
I want to know how come when you break out the retro toy, you only bring out one toy for you to play with, but not a toy for your guests.
Here's the Barbie. Okay, so that's going to be it for our show. That's it, man. Any shots you want to get to anybody? You want to join any shots as anybody? Any
no, I'm not. No, there's enough shooting happening in the house and with the Navi.
Well, listen. Thank you again for coming on the show. One more toast. I appreciate you coming all the way out here. It's a true friend for years. This is my peoples right here, Crystal. You know, I want everybody to check out every other episode. If you have not yet, please subscribe, like, share. I'll keep coming out with more content and everything. I'm going to keep on trying to, you know, please the fans with some retro toys and games and, hey, sometimes movies. But this had to be talked about this time. So, like always, we're going to go out on that cold-blooded killer by my man, Miss Magic, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.